Everyone, welcome back to RR Corporates. We have two channels, RR Corporates and RR Legal Talks. Now we are going to discuss very important topic, and this is a Kerala High Court judgment on child's welfare. Can a divorced parents simply walk away from their responsibility to raise their child together? What happens when court orders about visitation are followed in form but not in spirit? So this is the Kerala High Court judgment, and parental responsibility doesn't end after divorce. In this video, we will explore sensitive and forward-looking judgment from the Kerala High Court in Navin Scariah versus Priya Abraham, a case where rights of the child were placed front and center above the egos and disputes of the parents. Case background. So, what exactly happened? The father filed a contempt petition claiming that the mother was not allowing him to meet or interact with their child despite earlier court directions. So, the child required therapy and special care, and there was already a court order permitting the father to engage with the child. Yet, when called to interact with her father during proceedings, the child refused to make eye contact and clung tightly to her mother and was visibly distressed. So, this wasn't just a legal battle, it was an emotional standoff. So, the court's sensitive response was the division bench of Justice Devan Ramachandran and Justice M.B. Snehalata issued the following human and pragmatic directions. One is the contempt case was closed. The court saw no benefit in prolonging the litigation, and the father was granted full liberty to attend child's therapy sessions, monitor her educational progress, be a part of her personal growth, but with one big condition: without causing the child any distress. The father's role must be one of care, not control. Very interesting. And the father's role must be one of care, not control, and protection, not pressure. So the court's focus was the child, not the ego. The High Court made it crystal clear. Our concerns lies not with the rights of the parents, solely with the rights of the child. It noted that child needs unconditional support from both parents. Litigation should not compromise her mental and emotional well-being. Children are often the silent victims in bitter matrimonial disputes. A heartbreaking moment in the court. Really a heartbreaking moment. The judgment recounts a painful scene in the courtroom. The court encouraged the child to speak to her father despite efforts. She wouldn't look at him. When asked to sit with him for just a few moments, she ran to her mother and clung to her. So the judges concluded the child is deeply attached to her mother and likely fears that her father's safety or custody could be threatened by this litigation. This moved the court to make empathy, not enforcement, the guiding principle. So the court of the judgment, the court, a timeless reminder. The court said something profound and very parent watching this video must hear. You may be divorced as a husband and wife, but you can never be divorced as a parents. This is the quote. The duty to raise a child doesn't end with a marriage, doesn't end with their divorce degree. It is a lifelong and shared, no matter the personal differences. Legal and social impact of this ruling. This judgment touches upon several crucial issues. Child-centric jurisprudence, rights of the child greater than rights of the parents. Post-divorce parenting, co-parenting as a shared legal and moral duty. Mental health, the importance of therapy and emotional support of children. This emotional support for children. Judicial sensitivity, not all contempt deserves punishment. Sometimes it needs closure. The court chooses a guide, not just enforce. So the practical takeaways for parents with this judgment: if you are a parent going through separation or custody disputes, always put the child's welfare first. Follow court orders not just legally but compassionately. Don't make your child choose sides. Maintain open channels for co-parenting. Never use visitation or custody as a weapon. So the conclusion: this judgment reminds us that parenting is not an optional, even after divorce. Children deserve the love, presence, and protection of both parents. If you found this video insightful, give it to like, share with someone who might need to hear this, and subscribe. We have two channels for our corporates and our legal talks. Thank you.